Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No dogs. All right.
Just in case I do.
Okay. Hey, Facebook. We're ready to do some yoga. If you have any requests, pop them up now. If not, we had requests for neck and all over body, which we kind of do anyways. So, all right, let's go ahead, find our comfortable seats. So I hit the air on for a little bit just because it was real humid in here this morning. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Lift the shoulders up and let them roll back and down. Hands on your knees, elbows soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed, you're gazing down. And without changing anything, just notice your breath and how your breath naturally flows in and out of the body. Begin to deepen your breath. Finding an equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. The mind wanders, focus back on your breath. And as you stay with your breath, I'll continue with our reading from Pema Chodron, Comfortable with Uncertainty. Today's reading is called Nothing to Hold On To. Instructions on mindfulness all point to the same thing. Being right on the spot nails us. It nails us right to the point of time and space that we are in. When we stop there and don't act out, don't repress, don't blame anyone else, and also don't blame ourselves, then we meet with an open-minded question with no conceptual answer. We also encounter ourselves. The trick is to keep exploring and not bail out, even when we find that something is not as we thought. That's what we're going to discover again and again and again. Nothing is what we thought. I can say that with great confidence. Emptiness is not what we thought. Neither is mindfulness or fear. Compassion, not what we thought. Love, nature, courage. These are code words for things we don't know in our minds, but any of us could experience them. These are words that point to what life really is when we let things fall apart and let ourselves be nailed to the present moment. The path of the warrior bodhisattva is not about going to heaven or a place that's really comfortable. Wanting to find a place where everything is okay just keeps us miserable. Always looking for a way to have pleasure and avoid pain is how we keep ourselves miserable. As long as we believe that there is something that will permanently satisfy our hunger for security, suffering is inevitable. The truth is that things are always in transition. Nothing to hold on to is the root of happiness. If we allow ourselves to rest here, we find that it is a tender, non-aggressive, open-ended state of affairs. This is where the path of fearlessness lies. And then softly let the chin fall to the chest. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Just breathe into the back of the neck. And then gently let your right ear roll over towards your right shoulder. Keep pulling that left shoulder down. You can stay here or reach your left arm to the side. Some of you, it might even feel good to put your right hand on the side of the head, not to pull the head, but just to add a little extra weight to deepen that stretch in the neck. You can see how it feels if you change the direction of the chin, maybe cutting it into the chest. Maybe it feels better to keep it lifted. And then just put both hands on your knees again, chin to chest, roll to the other side, pull that right shoulder away. Keep the right hand where it is or reach it to the side. Keep the left hand where it is or just touch the side of the head. And breathe. If you like changing the direction of the chin, go for it. And then hands back to the knees, chin to the chest, and just gently rock your head from shoulder to shoulder. Spend any extra time in a spot that feels really good. And then we'll drop our chin back to our chest, look forward, and then just turn and look over the left shoulder, completely to the side. And then look forward, and then look to the right. Just finding your full range of motion here. And then look forward, only if it doesn't bother the neck. Just start to look up and stop where it feels good. Feel the throat open and stretch. And then just tuck your chin down towards your chest again. Breathe into the back of the neck. And then open your arms wide and give yourself a stretch. Wiggle your fingers. And slowly pull the hands together in front of your heart. Once your hands touch, bow in. Maybe you have an intention. And then interlace your fingers and stretch it away. Round your back and tuck your chin. And then reach up high. Relax your shoulders down. And let your hands come behind the back. Interlace your fingers, stretch them down towards the floor. Keep your spine long. If it feels good, lift the arms up and away. And then drop your arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the right hand to the left knee. Take a twist, look back over the left shoulder. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the other side. And then inhale, arms up, hands down, and make your way to hands and knees. Finding your tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. When you're ready, on an inhale, drop your belly, lift your head, hold here. Wait for an exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away, hold here. It might feel good to tuck your toes here and push into your toes. And then as you inhale, drop the belly, look forward. You can flatten out the feet if you like that movement. And then exhale, arch your back high. So you can move the feet or not, just see what feels good. And then wait for your next exhalation. Return to a flat back. Look over your right shoulder to your right hip. Look around to the left. Come back to center and press it into child's pose. Hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat. Remembering you can come here at any point during your practice. You don't have to wait for me to call it. And then just look forward at your hands. And just walk both hands over to the right side of your mat. Walk a little further through the left hand. Maybe left hand stacks on top of the right. And then walk it to the other side. Right hand on top. Or not. And then bring it back to center and press to hands and knees. Line up your wrists and shoulders, knees and hips, and take the left leg back. Press through the heel. Find that stretch. And just give a little rock back and forth. Breath into that calf muscle. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, engage the belly. If it feels okay, we're floating the leg, and then circle the ankle. And reverse the circle. And press through the heel. Stay there, or right arm forward, reach and pull, both directions. Keep breathing. Notice where you start to sway. Now just put your hand down, let that foot cross over the right, look over the right shoulder towards your toes. Some of you might walk your hands a little more to the right if you need a bigger stretch. If you don't need it, don't do it. If it takes away from the stretch, skip it. Now hands back to the front, swing the leg to the left. Left arm high, circle out your wrists. Reverse it. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back behind you. Maybe get a release in your back, maybe get a stretch in your chest. There's a bind here if you want it. Flip that thumb towards the floor, reach for that bottom inner thigh. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, and send the right leg back. You guys change places. I missed that. Rock the foot back and forth. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, lift the belly, and then maybe float the leg. And circle the ankle. And reverse. And press through the heel, keep it there, or left arm forward, reach and pull both directions. Make sure you're not swaying the back and you're lifting the belly up to the spine. Keep breathing. And then put your hand down, let your foot cross over the left shoulder towards your toes. If you like walking your hands to the left, go ahead and take that deeper option. If it is a deeper option. And then walk it back to the front, swing your leg to the right, right arm high, circle the wrist, reverse. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back. If you like the bind, go for it. Reach for that bottom inner thigh. And then bring your hand down, bring your knee in, tuck your toes, hips towards your heels. Breathe into your feet, behind your toes. And then when you're ready, press it up to your first down dog. Feet hips width apart, pedal it out, walk it out, move it around. Wag your tail. And then just walk your way to ragdoll. So coming into ragdoll, just hang forward, you can grab elbows, you can bend your knees, sway your hips. You can interlace your fingers at the base of the skull and just add a little traction just by having that weight of the arms releasing the top of the neck. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. And then we're just going to squeeze our shoulders up and then roll back and down. Find that full range of motion. Do that 2 more times. Going towards the back. And then relax, and then roll them forward for 3. So a lot of times when we're tight in the neck, it comes from the shoulders, and then relax, give them a little shake. And now just get your arms real loose and just start to twist your body. So you're not moving the arms are just hanging there, which makes your arms kind of slap around. And then just settle back to center, give a little shake. And then take your right arm up, grab the wrist with the left hand, pull it across the chest, and look to the right. Don't twist your back, keep your shoulders square. The breath is in that right shoulder. And then take both arms up, frame your face with your elbows, drop your fingers down, put a little bend in your knees, and then lean over to the left side. And then go ahead, straighten it up, drop your arms, give a little shake, and then left arm up. Grab the wrist, pull it across the chest, look to the left. Keep your shoulders square, so don't twist. Forward. So the tendency is to do this. We don't want to do that. Arms up, frame your face, drop your fingers, bend your knees, and lean it over to the right side. And then go ahead, bring it back up. Just drop your arms and touch your thighs and slide towards your toes. Stay right here or take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and let the arms pull away. Make sure you're not holding tension in the neck here, but you're just letting the weight of the head release the top of the spine. Put your hands back onto your sacrum before you reach towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. At the top, stretch, drop your tailbone, only if it feels good. Add a little back. And then come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms, find your mountain, top of your mat for sun salutation. So Tadasana, your mountain, shoulders back and down, palms forward, belly in, tailbone drops. Take a moment, find your breath. On an inhale, arms up. On an exhale, fold down towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take your left foot to the back of the mat, drop your left knee all the way down and sink into your left hip flexor. Knee over ankle in the front, left hip sinking low in the back. Floor is too far away, hands come to your thigh. You want to tuck your nose to your knee. It might give you a little stretch in your hip. You might feel a stretch in your neck. If you look down, look forward, hips back, toes lift, hands walk with you if you need space. Fold it forward if you need to stretch. Shift the weight forward. Tuck your toes, you're going hands and knees or down dog. You're gonna rest, vinyasa, cat-cow, whatever feels good for you right now. So if you're flowing, it's inhale plank. Exhale lower, you'll be your first back bend. So if you want to spend a little extra time there, go for it. And then we'll all meet at hands and knees or down dog. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the left leg lift high. Go ahead and turn the toes to the side. Go ahead and bend the knee and get into that head if that feels good. And then step that foot all the way to the top. Drop the right knee, sink into the right hip flexor, shine your heart open. Keep breathing. Find what works for you with your hands. Keep looking forward or tuck your nose down. If you look down, look forward. forward, hips back, toes lift, Ardha Mattama. And then shift the weight forward, go hands and knees or down dog, cat cow, or under vinyasa. Child's pose, always an option. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, right leg lifts, go ahead, open it up. If it feels good, go ahead and bend knee. And then step it all the way up. Left hand's gonna stay flat, palm or fist, right hand on the thigh above your knee, twist to lift to the right. Only if it feels good does that right arm reach up. If you lose the twist, keep the hand on the thigh. And then go ahead, bring your hand down. We're gonna step up with the left foot and back with the right. Right hand flat, left hand on the thigh, twist it open. Find where you want your arm to be, down or up. Push up through that back knee and out through the heel. So engage that back leg. And then hands down, you can either step up or back. You can rest in the shot or ragdoll or out of vinyasa. You want to stretch out that neck and release the hands at the sacrum. You kind of squeeze the forearms around the head to add that little extra traction, tucking your chin into your chest. If you're in down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, push your shins away, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up to standing. At the top, stretch it out, drop your tailbone only if it feels good, add a little back. And then come up straight before your hands come down and drop your arms, find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then reach your arms high, relax your shoulders down. Now bend your knees, find your chair, scoop your belly, drop your tailbone. Keep breathing. And then press into your feet, come up, let your arms come around, touch your thighs, slide towards your toes. And then bend your knees, plant your palms, take your right foot to the back of the mat. Keep that heel lifted and come up for your high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Shoulders relax. Stay right here, or take your arms out like cactus arms, palms face forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If it feels okay, start to look up the wall, adding a little back bend. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And then arms up. Now just take that back foot, turn it to the side, and fall into warrior two. Look over the left middle finger. And breathe. Nice. Everybody's knees look good. Now bring your palms facing in, bend your elbows. So your palms are facing you in. Take your left elbow, sit it on top. Backs of the hands can stay together, or wrap your palms. Doesn't feel good. Just keep the arms pushing together. If it feels okay, lift up on your elbows, and then push your hands towards that, away from you. Away from your base. Now go ahead, let the arms come in, unwrap the arms, stretch it back out, and then just stretch it back, find reverse triangle. And then exhale, go back to warrior two. And then we'll just add a little flow for three. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, warrior two. Two more on your own. Come back, hold, breathe. then straighten your leg. Just turn your front toes in, your left toes, and then fold forward and find your wide leg forward fold. So any variation you like to work on here, keep touching the floor. You can take the hands at the base of the skull again. You can even massage at the base of the skull, right where your skull and the top of your spine meets and all those muscles come together. And if you did anything else with your hands, put them back on the floor and let's all push the floor away. And let's move the right hand into the face and reach your left arm high. Take a twist. So push the floor away, straighten that bottom hand, nice. And then walk it so it's directly under your face and your joints are stacked. Yeah. And now go ahead and switch it out. Push the floor away so that arm is straight and then reach the other arm up. And then drop your arm down, turn your left toes back to the front. And let's all go back, either hands and knees or down dog, cat-cow, or Adho Vinyasa, child's pose, always an option. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, make your way to ragdoll. Inhale, like Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch it out at the top, drop your tailbone if it feels good, add that little back. And then come up straight and hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up, relax your shoulders, bend your knees, find your chair. Stay here or interlace your fingers, push the hands away, and start to drop your ribs towards your thighs. So you're coming into Ardha Uttanasana. Wait for an exhale, fold towards your toes. Inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, left foot to the back of the mat. You're coming up for a high lunge. Either push off the thigh or hover your way up. Find your high lunge. Stay here or bend your elbows, palms forward. Those cactus arms, maybe you start to take a little back bend. Look up the wall. And then arms up. Turn that back foot to the side and open out into Warrior Two. Handford. Adjust your knees. Nice. All right, now elbows in front, palms face in. This time it's right elbow on top, backs of the hands together, or wrap the palms. Pull up on the elbows and push them away from your face if that feels good. I'm just going to turn around. Bring your arms back in, stretch it out, and then straighten the leg and stretch it back. Reverse triangle, breathe up the right side. Wait for an exhale, bend your knee, go back to Warrior Two. Inhale, give it a stretch. Exhale, Warrior Two. Two more on your own. And then come back to Warrior Two. Just straighten your leg, drop your arms. Right toes in, fold forward, and touch the floor. Again, anything that feels good here. We're going to add that deeper lunge if that feels good for you. So if you want, you're going to push the floor away. Turn your right toes to the right corner. Walk your hands to that side as you bend into the right knee. So if you have knee issues, hip stay above the knee, feels good on hips and knees, drop it into a squat, and the left toes can pop up. And then walk it up and over to the other side. Keep it high or sink it low. And then walk it to the other side. Hands under the face. Move the right hand directly under, so stack the joints, straight right arm and left arm high. Nice. And then go ahead, switch sides. Push the floor away. And then drop it down. Turn your toes back to the front of the mat. You can either step up or back. Rest or flow. If you went to down dog, make your way back to rag dog. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Add a little back. And then come up straight. And hands to your heart. Drop your arms. Take the left foot balance. And the right toes back. So arms are either going to be back like this. If it feels good, you can interlace your fingers behind the back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then you're going to pivot on the hips. Remember, the straight line is more important than how low you go. You can pull the hands away from the back. Doesn't feel good, just reach both arms out to the sides. And breathe. And then hinge back to standing. Stop there, or hands to the waist. You can bring the right ankle all the way to the front. Don't lean back. If you're going to extend the leg, point the toe, and then lower the leg and shake. Switch to the right. Left toes back. Arms can be this way, or interlace the fingers if that feels good. Hinge at the hips. Remember, the straight line is more important than how low you go. So in this, you're going to have more of a back bend if the hands are behind the back. Almost like a king dancer in the upper back with a straight leg. And then hinge back to standing. Oh, if you want that core, bring it to the front. Don't lean back. You're going to extend, point, and lower. Shake it up and find your mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone if it feels good. Add your little back bend. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. And again, left foot balance. This time take your right toe out to the side with a little kickstand and bring your arms up. Palms face forward. Shift the weight into the left foot and float the right toes. Stay here. We're going to pulse the foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend your standing leg. Wrap your thighs on top. Elbows pull in. Stay here or put the left on top. Can be backs of the hands together or palms together. Some of you might be able to pick up that foot and wrap it around the shin. You have to bend that back leg a lot. Squeeze your thighs like you're trying not to go to the bathroom. Really bad. Nice. Now go ahead, squeeze and come up, unwind, give it a fly, and shake up. So right foot balance, left toe kickstand, thumbs up, belly's in. Shift the weight, float the left foot. We're going to pulse without touching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the standing leg, wrap your thighs. So it's like chair. Elbows come in, right on top. Backs of the hands or palms. Some of you might be able to bend enough to wrap that foot around
push up with the elbows and away, the bigger the stretch is in the shoulders and the back. Nice. Go ahead, unwind, let it fly, and give it a little shake. And find your mountain. Settle your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here. If you'd like to squat, go ahead, pinky toes near the edge. Keep it high or sink into your hips. Honor your knees. Don't hurt your body. If you went low, elbows back above the knees, push together to come up. Just hang forward, grab opposite elbows, sway a little side to side. And then just drop your arms and step your right foot back. Turn that, let's turn the right foot to the side. And we're gonna take our left forearm to the thigh for side angle. So palm up. Right hand on the hip, keep it there, or take it straight out to the side, let it roll up alongside the ear, palm spinning down. So it's not a rainbow over your head, which gets the shoulder off the back. Think of it as a rainbow out in front of you, if we're talking rainbows. All right, we can stay here. There's a binding practice if you like to open that shoulder. The right knuckles go to the sacrum, behind the back. You can keep it there. You can take a half bind by wrapping that hand around, grabbing the front inner thigh. You can tuck that shoulder in, take a full bind. You can fly to bird of paradise. So Martina, bring your elbow up to your thigh. Bring your elbow up to your thigh. Your elbow, up, look at me, look at me. Yes, now twist open more with that top shoulder and keep sliding that hand towards that front thigh. Front thigh, like you're gonna grab the thigh. Yes, that looks much better. 10 more minutes, everybody. All right, right arm reaches forward, and then right hand to the mat. Pop the back, heel up, drop the knee, and walk your toes to the left side. Right hand stays flat, stay here, or take your left hand, push the left knee away, maybe look to the left. And then bring it back to the front, both hands in front, keep it high, or drop the right elbow, stay there, or let the left elbow meet the right. And then go ahead, push the floor away. And take that left leg, swing it around to the back. You can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or flow. Nice. Now either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your hands towards the back of the mat and come into ragdoll at the back. And then bend your knees, squeeze your belly, stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach, palms spin in, shoulders relax, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, lift your heels, press through the big toes. So if your feet are too wide apart, if you're not stacking your joints, it's going to be harder. And then just tiptoe your way to the top. And then set your heels down and drop your arms and give it a little shake. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping the left foot back. Turn the back foot to the side. And then right forearm to the thigh, left arm on the hip, palms spin down. So get your shoulders stacked here first. This is correct form. Stay here or take that left arm straight out in front of you and let it roll up alongside the ear, palms spin down. Nice.
So stay here. If you want to take the bind, it's left knuckles to the sacrum. Some of you might be able to reach around, take a half bind, grabbing that front inner thigh. So if you drop low and you end up pitching your body away from your leg, you'll never get the bind. So that's why I'm saying keep that arm on the thigh and keep reaching your head over that front foot. Keep breathing. Beautiful. If you took the full bind last time or Bird of Paradise last time, feel free to take it. So look to your left, Christy. And then notice how that lets that arm come around. And we held this for 10 minutes last time. Nice, Minnie. Squeeze your belly. Everybody, left arm forward. Reach for the mat. Pop the back heel up and drop your knee. Walk your toes to the right. You can push that right knee away. If it feels good. If it doesn't, don't do it. Then go ahead, bring your hands back to the front. Stay up high or drop the left elbow. Stay there or let the right elbow meet the left and breathe. If you went low, push up through the arm. Just swing that right leg around. You can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or add vinyasa. You can cat-cow if you want something in between. And let's all meet at hands and knees. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. On an exhale, arch your back high. One more time on your own. And then return to a flat back. Stay right here or take your left foot out to the side so the foot's in line with the knee. And then just take your right arm and thread it under, relax the shoulder, relax the side of the head. Nice. So some of you are going to stay here, focus on that shoulder stretch. If it feels okay, walk your left hand straight over the top of your mat on the floor. And then it becomes more of a twist if you start walking the hand towards the right side, like it's going to kind of go behind you. But the trick is don't bend the elbow. Excuse me. Once the elbow bends, you're more likely to take a roll. So just pay attention which way you're looking now, because you're going to have to look the other way next time. The arm that's over your head, bring it back out so it's under the wrist. Press into that hand, and then reach out and up with the one that's under you. And then drop it. Bring the knee in, and send the other leg to the side. Now the arm that's away from the leg is the one that threads under and goes to the mat. And then you focus here first, breathe into that shoulder, keep it there, or walk the hands up over your head, keep it there, or you start to walk it like it's going to go behind you, but keep the arms straight. It becomes more of a twist in the back. If you move the arm that was over you, you're going to walk it back around until it's under the wrist. Press into the palm and reach out enough that the arm is under you. And then drop the hand, bring the knee in. You can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or flow. So let's all come forward and lay all the way down on your belly. And then we're just going to bring our elbows under us and interlace your fingers in front.
So get your elbows and shoulders stacked and tuck your toes. Now just scoop your belly. Some of you are staying here. If it feels okay, you're just gonna lift your hips and end up in an elbow plank. Keep looking down. Don't pike, don't sag. Feels like too much, you can rest. What it looks like from the side. So this is a pike and this is a sag. It's just like mountain. Tailbone drops, belly lifts, and you breathe. Check out what's going on with the neck. Get it in line with the spine. Drop your hips a little more, Kathy. Yep, now look down at the floor, neck line. Yeah, that looks good. All right, 10 more minutes. Drop your hips, Martina. More. Right there. Hello, core. When you guys are done, go into child's pose. Nice. Walk it back. You guys look strong. So work up to 5 minutes every day. So just lift your hands, or your head, look at your hands, and just take the left arm under again, and drop it down. So we're in a child's pose position this time. If that bothers the knees, you can always pop it up into a more of a knee, hands and knees option. And then go ahead and switch it out, take it to the other side. And then go ahead and bring it back to the front. You can stay here or go to down dog. You can hold or flow through your last vinyasa. And then any way you'd like to make your way onto your bottom, make your way onto your bottom. And sit up nice and tall. So we'll get our boat in just because we're in the minded core, right? Just do one more. If you say so, whatever. All right, hands behind your thighs, lift your heart, shoulders back and down, lean back until feel the belly engage. Stay here, or you can alternate lifting toes or both shins up. Stay there or add the arms. Some of you might want to extend the legs. Feels like too much. Bend the knees back down. Keep breathing. Nice. Now hold the backs of the thighs, drop the feet, and just rest forward. And we'll do one more. Stay here, or just go ahead and set up the second round. Heart up, shoulders down. Find your boat. Might be different this time. Keep breathing. Some of you might want to add a little kick. Nice. Now hold on, drop your feet, and rest. And here comes the rain. They promised us today. Go ahead and sit up, left leg out, right leg in, heart up, shoulders down. Keep the foot or cross it over. Hug the knee with the left, look to the right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Some of you might want to add the elbow. Keep breathing. Wait for your exhale, unwind all the way around to the other side. And come back to center and switch. Keep it or cross it, hug the knee with the right, lift the left. Add your elbow if that feels good. Keep breathing. Exhale, unwind all the way around, move around. Come back to center and just take your legs out wide. Walk your sitting bones forward and pull the flesh to the back. And just walk your hands out. hands and rest your forehead. And then walk it back in and bring the bottoms of the feet together. Do a little butterfly. Stay here or fold in.
And then sit up.
Knees up. Plant your feet. So we're going to go on to our backs. You can either flop on down if you want to use your core one last time. Reach your arms forward, tuck your chin. See if you can touch down one vertebrae at a time. Feels like too much, just grab your thighs and roll onto your back. Nice. Once you're down, just hug your knees in. Make little circles around your back. Reverse your circles. And then plant your feet, hips width apart, arms down, palms are up. On an inhale, press into your hands and feet, tilt your pelvis, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inner thighs hug parallel, not to touch, like railroad tracks. Some of you might interlace your fingers, physically walk the shoulders closer together, working the sternum to the chin, breath is in the throat. And then wait for your exhale and slowly lower down. Once you're down, windshield wiper the legs. And just rest, knees or feet together. And you can stay here or do one more round. Feet up. This time, those of you that want to add something, we'll lift one foot and then the other. So don't turn your head once your hips have lifted if you need to watch. So roll up. Maybe walk the shoulders under the body. Maybe stay here or see if you can get the right leg to go straight up in the air. Feels like too much, it is too much. And then switch it out if you took that option. And then drop it down. Push your hips up one more time. And then lower down with control. And then hug your knees in and rock out your back. And now keep your left leg in and send your right leg straight up in the air. Flex the foot, low back pushes down, slow as you can, lower that right leg. Once the leg touches, give it a little rock. Stay here or let your left knee fall out to the left side. You can hold the knee. Stay there or catch the pinky toe side of the left foot with the left hand. It's foot up, knee down. It's like happy baby on one side. And then release your foot, arms in a T, knee to the right, gaze to the left. Stay here or put your right hand on top of that knee. And then bring it back to center, hug it up and in, rock it out. And then keep the right leg in, send the left leg high, flex it, slowly let it lower. Once the leg touches, give it a little rock. Stay here or just let the knee fall to the side. Stay there or catch the pinky toe side of the right foot with the right hand, foot up, knee down. Release your foot, arms in a T, knee to the left, gaze to the right. Maybe that left hand goes on top of the thigh. And then come back to center, hug it up and in and rock it out. Stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press forward. Stay there or find your happy baby. Any movement that feels good. If your feet are up, bring them in. If your knees are wide, pull them together. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. And then wait for an exhale and stretch it out in all directions. And relax. Make any additional movements you need to be relaxed. Shavasana, you can do legs up the wall. I know it's post-nasal drip time, so if that's a problem for you, it might be better to rest on your right side, the fetal position, so you don't have that drainage. Eyes are closed if that's comfortable. And just let your breath return to normal. So forget about controlling the breath. And then just imagine a beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As the light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation. Down through your scalp and all the features of your face, pouring through the body like honey. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Down through the neck and shoulders, your arms, hands, and fingers are relaxed. All throughout your torso, front and back of the body. Warm, relaxed. Down through your thighs, your knees, your calves and shins. Through your ankles, your feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. The first problem for all of us is not to learn, but to unlearn. The yamas and the niyamas, stripping away what has to be unlearned, emptying our cup of the past so that we can fill it in the present. So bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body.
And start to bring movement to your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, your arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch from fingertips to toes. And if it feels good, hug your knees in one last time. You can roll to your right side for more relaxation, your left side for more energy. Take a few breaths on your side. And in your own time, in your own way, when you're ready, make your way up to your comfortable seat, and we'll close our practice. And find your tall spine, and find your breath. Remember your peace, and share your light. Hands to the heart, bow in, give gratitude, look for the joy. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all for sharing your practice and your presence. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Stay dry. All right. Hey, Barry, did you practice? Thanks, Cherry. See you soon. Oh, I don't know what I did. Oh, there we are. Bye, guys.